Oops. Oh, yeah, two.
Today's live streams brought to us by another awesome channel, the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Check them out, pretty funny channel. That one we know you'll like too. Go check them out.
Hey.
Hey. Goof.
Yeah, that was an oops. Oops, oops,
That's
oops,
a oops. Oops, oops. Yeah. Slacking on the job, aren't you?
Kind of, sort of.
All right. What's the temperature where you're at? I know you told me, but you need to tell them.
Couple digits.
A couple digits. Oh my gosh.
Right here it is, 79 degrees here in Quartzsite.
What's your high?
It's going to be 91.
91?
What's the humidity here? 13%. But yeah, they changed it. They put Friday back to 100 degrees. They lowered it to 99. But it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if y'all remember, right, it was supposed to be 100, 100, 102. Now it's 190, what?
9. I thought it said 99. Hold on. 98.
98. And then 100.
Kind of blurry. It's a little fuzzy.
Yep. And then back in the 80s and 70s for highs. Crazy.
So you guys still going to move north? Or are you going to stay down there a little bit longer if it stays in the 80s?
Stay until the temperatures say get out of here.
All right. Yeah, because nothing's open up north yet, right? Forest roads are still closed.
It's hot, Kaylee, but it's not.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah, it's doable.
It's not where you're sweating so bad you can't stand it.
If you're out in that sun's brutal.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Or air conditioning, you're fine. Kaylee, first one up in here. Howdy, howdy. Desert Adventures in Arizona, first member in here today. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Hit a button.
No, I didn't schedule it till late this morning. I was going to do it last night, but I had a massive migraine last night. Hit me right in the middle of Traveling Mike's live stream. I got on there and then boom, my head like exploded. Cruising is fun anytime. Howdy, howdy. Old Man King Homestead, another member. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Howdy.
Camping Therapy, another member. Howdy, howdy. Congratulations on that other channel getting monetized.
Woohoo.
It's in review.
Well, still, woohoo.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oops.
I bumped something on my end.
47 degrees for a high for today. Ooh. 100 and humidity in New Jersey's like lobster bay. Oh, yeah.
Nope, I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Yep, Steve. Yeah, the humidity keeps that. It's still hot, but it's not sticky, nasty, uncomfortable hot.
Yeah, it's not uncomfortably hot.
Yeah, I can't stand migraines either. That one hit me at a bad time. Then I just dumped the black tank 2 days ago. So I'm laying here on the couch. I had taken some Excedrin. I was watching Traveling with Mike. Or maybe Ron by then.
You don't know.
And so, actually, I think it was Ron. Because I got up and Miss Leah, howdy, howdy. I got up and I had to take a leak. So I go in the bathroom and I raise the toilet lid. You know, that's what guys do. We raise the toilet lid. But the toilet was this far from the top being full.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck? I don't remember not flushing this thing the last time, so I flushed it. It wouldn't go down.
Hey, CRV, another member.
But it wouldn't go down. Well, like, this thing ain't stopped up. It's a straight shot to the tank, you know? That's when I noticed it. Go over in the bathroom sink. Was sitting there steadily dripping pretty fast. Almost a trickle.
Yeah.
with the AC running, generator running, fans going. I didn't hear that water pump running. So, hey, Ron sees America. Howdy, howdy.
Hey, Ron.
So my head is just boom, boom, boom. Luckily, I still hooked up to the Blue Boy. Went out there and pulled the valve, dumped in the Blue Boy. It's mainly all water.
Tank should be pretty clean now. On a positive note.
And then I come back in and laid on the couch and waited for that Excedrin to kick in. But yeah.
Maybe you didn't drink
thing,
enough
man,
water.
I hate dumping when you got a migraine, man. Bending over, and when you bend over to get that valve, and all of a sudden your head just explodes even more. I was like, yeah, just get this done. I was like, get back in there. But about 20 minutes, 30 minutes after that, my headache was pretty much gone. Excedrin had kicked in. But that just blew my mind on where he's at. So it was filling the black tank up. And that not only filled the black tank up, our RV toilet's only a little over a year old. And apparently the gaskets don't seal on it because water was able to seep around that gasket and come up into the bowl. But a lot of you guys in RVs or getting RVs, check your bathroom sink. A lot of RVs are out here. The bathroom sink is hooked into the black tank. It's not hooked into the gray water as it should be.
Yeah.
But no.
Older ones especially. We're not sure if the newer ones have switched.
At least it didn't come over the bowl. Man, I got up just in time. I mean, it was that far over the top. But yeah, that was interesting situation before I realized what had went on. I was like,
I don't know about you.
No way this is full already. I'm the only one here. I should be able to go a month on this black tank. Not 2 days.
Well, remember we couldn't figure out where our water was going a lot. It was probably at sink and we just don't hear it.
Ron Daryl Adventures. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
You know?
But yeah, it was rather frustrating.
But yeah, remember that one day we couldn't figure out. You could hear the pump kick on, and we're both looking, and it's like, okay, but it might be just enough where when it runs, we can't see it.
Yeah.
So I bet you that's where our water's been going.
That could have been a real crap show.
Yep.
Here, lay down.
Went to crap already on the show. It's all Roy's fault.
Catherine Cook, howdy, howdy, howdy. Sholo, Arizona.
Yeah, that's where my other cousin was.
By the way, remember how we always keep saying that we've never made it past April 4th here?
Yeah, we made it to the 6th, I think.
You think?
I think.
Wrong.
What?
You haven't looked at your Facebook memories, have you?
No. I was trying to keep up with my cousin.
It was 3 years ago today when we left Quartzsite and headed up north.
Yeah.
The first time when we went up 17.
Oh.
It was 3 years ago today. So this day is the latest we've ever been in Quartzsite.
You're going to break that record, aren't you?
Well, I am. You're not.
I'm not. I said you were going to break that record. I'm not.
So, yeah, I always thought it was the first part of April, but no, this is when we left 3 years ago. And then we left earlier the years before, so.
Yeah, we were always out of there by then.
But, yeah, we were trekking up 17. We were fighting the generator about now, I think. We hadn't really left yet.
Yeah.
Today, when that generator went run, we pulled out of here.
We'd had enough, packed up, and went north.
104 degrees that day. But hey, we're better.
Weather's weird.
We're more trained this time around.
So you think?
But yeah, we went up 17 and swore we'd never go up that again, and we haven't.
Not in the rig, anyways.
It's bad shape right now, anyway. Real bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
Potholes.
It's almost a gravel road again.
Jeez.
That's how bad.
That's a main highway too.
There's the wind again. They may be fixing it by now if they're that was the door.
So what was that?
The door just slammed shut because of wind.
I scared the dogs half to death.
Scared me. What are you talking about? Jasper got to go look. What was that?
He got to make sure it's secure, Dad.
Yeah. Good boy. Now get up there and lay down. Go. Up.
Moose has figured out where I'm at, though, now. He now knows to look in the camera to make eye contact with me. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Because Jasper's like, he's listening for me, but he doesn't realize I'm in the laptop. But his ears are perked. Like, I hear her, but I don't see her. I think that was funny. Oh.
I think the wind is scaring him.
Scaring who, Jasper?
Yeah. Come here.
No, we're past Ron. That was scary enough in Honey. I thought Honey was going to get a boost. Aw, Jasper's scared.
Yeah, I think the wind is actually scaring him a little bit.
Maybe he's picking up on something you don't sense.
No brakes and pulling a new 38. No. I've only been up it. I haven't been down it. So is there a plan to get the sink fixed, or you just consider taking it out completely? Well, if we keep money, yeah, the sink's coming out. But all I had to do was turn the faucet off. It was just...
Yeah, but I think it needs a shut-off valve, so you ain't got to worry about it. Hi, Woo-Woo Bell.
Wait, I'm going to put you on the big screen here.
Who?
There's a big screen, and look, there's Mom right there. Say hi. Look.
They won't look at me. Those two won't look, but Moose will. Jasper's ears perk up when I call him Blubber Bubby.
They're looking.
Yeah.
Well, he is. Lulu's like, he's in my spot.
Yeah, she's wanting that spot. Windy app says we don't have any wind right now. I think it might be lying. Yes. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Wendy's been kind of off the past few times, too. All right, go over there. You're hurting my leg. Phew.
Oh, yeah, that's my brother's fish tank.
All right. Here. There
Yeah.
we go.
It sounds like they need to.
They're going to work on I-17 this summer. It needs it now.
Yeah. I've seen nothing but people complain on some of the chatter.
We're not
about how
exactly
bad.
sure yet, Kaylee.
Yeah.
We're not. Yeah, we're not exactly sure yet. Hey, Naj, good member. Howdy, howdy.
Hey, Naj. You're driving?
You co-host.
Uh-oh, my brother's on the hunt for something.
New sunglasses I bought.
Your new what?
My sunglasses I bought for fishing.
You had them in the bedroom you showed me.
Yeah, no, but I work someplace.
Uh-oh. He's looking for his sunglasses for fishing. Jasper.
What?
Yeah.
Right there, see?
Yeah, he don't care. He don't care as long as he's got one of us visit him.
Yeah, we're looking at schoolies, so we don't know
Yeah.
what we're gonna do with this rig yet.
I think we need to bring her back to Indiana and let her sit in the yard and get rid of Jamie.
Good possibility.
Now, make it that way when we come back, we got a place to flop at. Or like if I come back too, besides mooching off my brother, huh? He ain't listening.
You told me?
Yeah.
Well, what?
I told him if we get to school, I think we need to put Honey back in the backyard and get rid of Jamie. That way I got another place to stay.
Oh, I don't care.
See, he don't care.
We like you here. What do you hear?
Well, I don't know how.
You don't know how.
Heard Deb yak 90 miles an hour.
So here me and Deb yak 90 miles an hour. Actually, we've been playing Metroid?
Yeah,
I've been helping Deb through Metroid when I can.
she enjoys it. She's there.
Yep.
We talked about that too, going green, Mom. Get that property and just putting her on that.
Yeah.
Putting her in retirement. Huh, Japper? Steve and Tina
Steve and
Jewel,
Tina.
howdy, howdy. Did you quit? He's trying to push me off this chair. Well, not chair, the bench, whatever it is, dinette. You messed the blanket up, didn't you, though? Yes, you did.
He's being a butt.
Mom said you're being a butt.
Jasper Lee. What are you doing down there? Sonny is right up against you hard.
Yeah.
Something spooked
She
him.
came
I
out
don't
of
know.
retirement once. Yeah, pretty much. 20-year retirement.
Yep. Only thing leaving her up north, you got to watch them. What is it? The critters. Hey, Tammy.
Howdy, Tammy. You got to watch critters out here, too.
Yeah, but we won't be
Critters
there
out here are
during.
worse than back home. We don't have pack rats
Yeah,
or kangaroo rats.
yeah. Yeah, but I'm just saying if we leave it up there like during the winter, we don't know what's going to be trying to climb in it.
And you tried to blow her up.
Yeah, and he tried blowing the poor thing up. He's mean to Honey. He's mean. Honey needs a break from Roy.
Yeah, I started her up yesterday. She ready to go. She's like, let's go.
Honey's been good. I don't foresee us
This
really
rig
wanting to
here,
get rid of her.
we can't complain one bit about this rig.
Nope.
Not one bit. This has been one heck of a good rig.
I mean,
Especially for setting after as long as she set. Yeah, it took 6-7 months to get all them dust and cobwebs out of the engine and everything that was inside of it and blowed out. And she would probably climb 17 now with no issue.
probably, but I don't want to climb it.
But yeah, that's the other part.
No. I did not like to climb up. It scarred me.
Oh yeah. They're screwed either way, Catherine. They're complaining about the roads now, but you're right. When they start working on them, they're going to complain about the work they do.
Ain't that what people do?
17 is down to one lane, and it's not blocked off to one lane. It is down to
It's
one
that
lane.
bad.
Yes, and it's
Wow.
the passing lane, and it's almost gone.
That's
And there's
sad.
spots in Highway 40 going into Flagstaff that's just as bad.
Well, 40 was getting kind of rough when we left. The further you went towards
40 was
Kingman.
getting rough when we first went up there 3 years ago.
I know. But I mean, the more
The
you
same
went towards
construction's been
Kingman, the
going-
worse it got.
The same construction's been going on in the same spot for 3 years at that exit there by Walmart
Yeah.
where we dump at that speedway. They've been doing construction there for 3 years. Just repaving. That's all. They're not building anything. They've just been repaving. Indiana State flowers started coming out in January. Yeah, they're Arizona don't do a lot of that.
No.
They need to address their highways.
You think?
Yeah, a lot of their back roads too. I mean, we all know the newest road in Arizona is Steve's Road right now.
Yep. He's got the prettiest.
He got the best road in the state.
Yep.
The number one city for people going missing, particularly kids. Wow. That's interesting. I would have thought it would have been not Tucson, but Yuma being on the border.
Yeah. Oh, I opened something up. Here we go.
Or
Yeah, because Yuma's closer, but.
that one in New Mexico.
Huh?
Albuquerque?
Albuquerque's way up north.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
That's
It's the
by
one-
40.
El Paso? No, that's in Texas.
That's Texas.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. One right there on the border where you
Las
the interstate's
Cruces?
right on the border and you Las Cruces? Maybe that was
Las Cruces. Gage ain't far from there either.
But where you're driving on the interstate and you look over and there's Mexico because it's all you see is the shanties.
Not Gage. The town we would go into for supplies when we camped at Gage.
Gage?
Not Gage. The
Deming.
town Deming. I bet you they do too. They just don't. You don't know it.
Well, remember the Border Patrol said we camped right in the hot spot of the trafficking.
Yeah. Thanks,
And
Roy.
have a car that they look for.
Yep, tenant windows, out of state plates. Yep, we matched all the criteria.
Yuma now, yeah, Yuma used to be, yeah, there's still military there, but Yuma is now an agricultural city.
Yep, for now.
Yeah, yeah. That's where a lot of your lettuce and that comes out of Yuma.
Lettuce, broccoli. I think the one was cauliflower too. The one time,
Yeah, a lot of
kind of
cauliflower.
looked like it.
No, yep, bad spot. Okay, and caught up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't much care for Phoenix actually.
Mm-mm. I don't like big cities. That's my thing.
Grown fresh, hard prison labor. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't really like cities. Nah, I do. I'd like Tucson.
Tucson's all right, except for you got to go all over from
But the
supply
main
runs.
reason, well, yeah, Tucson definitely needs. You got to go from one side of the town for something, and then the other side of the city for another one, then up north of the city for something else. Yeah, they really need to work on their traffic there. But I like Tucson, just the history there. All right, you said it's windy again. Man, when do you get scared of wind?
I don't know. He's not happy today.
PSV Odyssey, howdy, howdy, howdy. Been traffickers spotted up at truck stop in 15. Yeah, they had some down at the Grovertown one too before we left.
Yeah.
That
Nogales. That's where Roy Lynn used to live at. Her and her husband before they moved to Marana and bought that property.
Where?
Nogales.
Oh. Nogales. Ain't that in Mexico?
It's on the border.
But I thought ain't that in I thought that was in Mexico.
I don't think so.
Yeah, where did everybody go to get their medicine and that?
You would ask. It's right across the border by Yuma. You'd have to look up a map. I don't know.
Are you comfy? You didn't watch your Skinwalker Ranch last night.
No. We went to bed early.
It was dumb. You didn't miss anything.
We forgot.
I almost missed it when you said goodnight. I was going to say you're not watching Skinwalker Ranch.
No, I was tired.
Man, Grab Pack. Hey, howdy, howdy, howdy. Never lived anywhere near the U.S. border with Mexico. And Oak Island was pretty good too.
I don't know. They might have it on DVR. Yeah, I think we all went to bed early last night. I don't know. Yesterday was just a long day.
I pulled the bed out. I was in bed early, fighting that headache, and then I shut the internet and everything down at about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's getting where we don't need a Starlink right now. Yeah. I've been running actually without it too. I haven't done any of the lives without it yet, but
I wouldn't do the lives without it.
no, we did them before, remember?
I know, but your luck, that's right when you're in the middle of something and it dies. And then, yeah.
There's less people here in Quartzsite than it was when we first got here this season.
I was asking him how much business shut down.
I'm going to go through there and probably shoot some video. It's almost like a ghost town.
Ghost town.
I'm ready to hurt worse when I lay down. I think I had that issue last night. But then I also found out if I balled this pillow up and put it in a certain spot on my head and that knot in that pillow would press against there, it would kind of ease it up a little bit. But then once the Excedrin, 30 minutes later, it kicked in, it was gone.
Yeah.
I could just feel the residual effects of the headache.
Was you drinking lots of water tomorrow or yesterday?
I drank so much water. I've drank a lot of water. So have the dogs.
Okay. Because sometimes migraines can be caused by lack of fluid.
Like I did 2 or 3 water runs yesterday. 2. That might have been 3.
You don't know no more.
No, it was. I emptied the tank, or the tank was full 3 times, but I only did 2 water runs. What are you doing back there? He
You
just took
don't
my pillow.
know.
He just took my pillow. Yeah, I'm about to go to Universal Hellos too, because I went to tag people last night, and that's another thing too. I got my YouTube on dark mode on my phone. Not bad.
Yeah.
I wish the keyboard would do that, because
Hmm.
that keyboard popped up last night when I went to say howdy to everybody, and man, it was just like a laser hit me in the eye with my migraine. Boom, boom, boom. This trucker's live. Howdy, howdy. But heart is not supposed to take it. Didn't throw it away. Oh, probably because of caffeine in it.
Yeah.
I hope you're
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's got caffeine in it. Gotta watch Sudafed too,
Yeah.
because it makes my heart race now, and it never used to.
Now, do you equate Excedrin? According to the ingredients in the bottles and everything and in the box, everything's the same. Everything. Same milligrams and everything. But for some reason, the equate does not work as well as the Excedrin. The Excedrin will nip it in the bud 30 to 40 minutes, maybe an hour. Equate Excedrin just brings it down a level or two. And then if it does make it go away, it's about an hour and a half later, 2 hours later. I don't. Can you put the keyboard in the dark mode?
I don't know. I've never done it.
Because man, it was like lasers in the eyeballs last night. So I didn't do a lot of chatting until the headache went away. Then I was chatting up a storm.
I don't think I don't know. My phone's in dark mode, but I don't think the keyboard does it.
I have to look.
Yeah, I don't think mine.
It would be nice if it did that though.
Yeah, it'd be nice. There might be something with the settings. I don't know.
Water. I haven't drank coffee in a week.
That might be part of your headaches too. Just saying.
I don't drink coffee enough to be addicted to caffeine for that to affect me. I mean, look how long it takes me to drink a cup of coffee. Sometimes 2 days.
You're slow. I mean, I don't
Not the
waste
same
it.
cup of coffee, but I mean, I average what, a half a cup a day,
If that.
if that. Sometimes I
Yeah.
don't even drink it. A lot of times I don't even. I'll sip it and forget about it. From the road with Robert, howdy, howdy, howdy. I sent you a screenshot of mine. All right, I'll check that out. Mine is dark gray for keys and black background. See, now that wouldn't be bad, but man, that bright white, oh gosh. I felt like my brain was melting inside my head.
Gotta have one first.
Like, hey, no comments from the peanut gallery.
You asked for it. You said it. Huh.
What?
I said,
No, you made it up.
I did not. Prove it.
Space bar to toggle the lights on and off mode. I buy a lot of equate stuff. I'll check see if I have a real Excedrin. Can't be fooling around with my. I mean, it may work for you, but I knew going into it because it never worked before. And this time around, I bought a bottle just to see if things have changed, and it ain't changed. There's something different in that equate than what there is in that Excedrin.
But the Dollar General stuff works on you.
Dollar General works. The Family Dollar one worked. That stuff we got from the discount tent worked, but equate will not work. And equate is usually some pretty good stuff. But no coffee in a week. Who abducted Roy Breek? Is the cat still after the doggy? Is the cat still after the doggy? Can you read?
Yeah. No, I think they're both sleeping.
You're spaced out.
Yeah. No, I think, well, Tux might be out in the garage.
But I don't know. I used to be a big coffee drinker, but I haven't been a big coffee drinker for quite a few years now.
Yeah. I had to think where he's at because he's not at the
Um,
window. So he's probably out in the garage. And since they're home, I don't exist. So Precious is in the bedroom.
I don't have the bottle of the Dollar General one, otherwise I'd show it to you. But I thought it was it Clover Valley's,
I think that's
or
what it's
did it
called.
just say? I think it might have just said Dollar General on the box.
Yeah.
Man, you go into these stores now, and you get your stuff, you walk right up to the register. You don't even have to wait in a line that goes quarters of the way around the store now. And now they're starting to know me by name.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
The one at the Family Dollar is.
Yeah.
And I forgot his name already.
Oh, the one guy's a nice guy.
Well,
he can be grumpy, yes.
He can be grumpy. I've seen him grumpy now more than I've seen him nice. I will say that. I mean, especially when he got on that old lady that wouldn't take her change because he didn't have time to count it out because there was a line.
Yeah.
He didn't care.
Count it out. That's customer
that
service.
lady didn't struggle to get that change in there to buy something, That aggravated me. No, I think coffee was when I was filled to warm up. Then turn my phone and set the dark mode. Maybe the Google keyboard does what it. That could be because I have to. I'll have to look into that. That makes sense. But what? Well, that lady was what? Probably about Dee's age.
I don't know. I didn't see it, honey.
And
I went with you.
had a handful of change. Bought. Gosh, was it a gallon of milk? I think it was a gallon of milk. It was. It was a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. That's what it was. And she didn't have any paper cash. She had change, and she had it pretty well organized from what I can see. And the guy took the stuff off the register and set it down behind the register and told her to move on. He didn't have time to count that change. He had a line.
I would have bumped up and I would have counted out the change.
If I would have been her, I would have moved.
Nope. I think she should report him for that because that's uncalled for.
Have. I don't know. But I thought that was totally rude and wrong. But other than that, he seemed like a real nice guy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he had a bad day that day or something. But still, that lady didn't deserve that.
No. I would have counted the change for her.
Oh, yeah. Their salsa is really good. I do like their salsa, PSV Odyssey. Might be addicted to beach. California run me out of money. A can in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I know. How do you know that she didn't struggle to get that change in there to get that milk and bread with, and that was all she had? I thought so too, Grandma.
Yeah, I would have said, "Excuse me, let me." If I had the money, I would have probably just paid for it.
If I would have been her, I'd have left that change on that counter, walked back there and got me my milk and bread and walked out that store.
Yep.
Let them call the cops because she would have had a whole line of witnesses that, hey, the guy refused her service.
Yep.
They probably got the right to refuse service, but I think they're supposed to accept that as legal tender too.
It's legal tender.
But I think
when I worked at the gas station, it didn't matter. You had to stop what you're doing and count the change. But that was the gas station. Probably what it boiled down to is he didn't want all that change in his drawer if he's getting ready to close, switch. Because you got to count down your drawer.
Yeah,
that would be my guess.
I've heard, Kaylee, that it's legal tender. They got to take it. I mean, look at these people that go in and they pay their court fines with pennies, and they have to take that.
But yeah.
Hey, you're sneaking around there. Hi guys.
But yeah, they we had to count it, and yeah, and it never failed. 5-10 minutes before your shift, someone would bring, $10 and change, but we had to accept it. That was policy, even if you had to count it out too. So I mean,
That doesn't mean he could have took that and counted it later if he was in such a hurry.
yes,
Because I mean, really, how many old ladies do you know of that will go into a Family Dollar and rob it of milk and bread? We're not to those days yet, but
no,
they may be coming.
it's just his attitude, like you said. He put it all behind him
We didn't
and
say
told her he didn't have time. You make time.
Mm-hmm. We'll be right back.
All
right
right.
after this, because we forgot to say thank you to the members.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, Nashville, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, late night shows, boogie down at the bar, fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack, take off now and don't look back, but hey, don't you wanna play? Hold on, sugar, why you look so...
Oh, she's gone. I didn't even see her get up and leave. I see the chair in the basement. Come here, buddy. What's up? What's up? Well, you look weird on the camera there, Jasper. You look like a cartoon character in a way. I dreamt that I got married last night. Oh, geez. Yeah, I had some weird dreams on that patch too after my back surgery. I did it cold turkey 2 years ago. Williams, Arizona. I think I did it on a live stream too. I never did like the gum though. The Nicorette. Was it Nicorette gum? Oh my gosh, that stuff was nasty. I think I had dreams on that one too. On that stuff too. But I quit taking that stuff right away. Because I think it was the gum first and then the patch. Because I think the gum come out first and the patch came out afterwards. Every dream I ever you're not going to push me out of here. You're trying. A pack a day. I was smoking like 5 a day, 5 packs a day. Now, towards the end, I wasn't. Pack every 2-3 days. But when I was working up in Mishawaka there, that box factory, corrugated paper products, sitting in that semi truck waiting for trailers to be moved all night long doing nothing. That's all I did was one right after the other, and I'd go through about 5 packs a night. I did try the vapes, but when I ruined my vape, I gave the vape up. But that's now, I will say every now and then I will have one, but see, last time I had one was over there at the clubhouse. I had one with Randy one morning. And that's me. Oh, Lulu, you just fell off the bed. You all right? You okay? Okay, she's fine. Um, because I always like the taste of them, but I have it set in my head, and as long as it's set in my head that they are to be treated like a cup of coffee and a social object, like a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, like they were meant to be, I would be fine, and I have been. Um, but it was one day over sitting at the bar there with Randy, and one morning, and I had just had to taste for one and felt like having one, and had about a half of one, and that was it. But that was, gosh, that's been 5 months
What?
when I had that smoke with Randy over there.
I don't know.
That's what I mean. I'm not. When I was a 5 pack a day in that truck, but I've got my mind convinced that they put them addictive property chemicals in them to get you hooked. As long as I keep thinking that and stay away from them, I'm good to go.
So he thinks.
I've been good to go for 2 years now because they think about it. They were actually made back in the day to be like a cup of coffee. But then
Yeah.
the companies started putting all this chemicals and addictive stuff in them, and that's how they got people addicted to them. I've got that in my mind, and that's what keeps me from getting hooked back on them or wanting to do them all the time. And as long as I keep that in my head, I will never be hooked on them things ever again.
My mom was a chain smoker, and my dad, she quit cold turkey. And I think about within a month, she realized how all the taste she was missing on her food.
Mm-hmm.
The taste started coming back.
Because I got to admit, I did like the taste of them. I do like the taste of them. But you can't get the real ones like we're actually supposed to be puffing on. The ones that are rolled tobacco leaf, rolled in tobacco leaf. That just 100% pure tobacco. That's how they were supposed to be meant, like a pipe.
Yeah. I wouldn't really call you a chain smoker.
I was in that truck.
Yeah.
Not so much a chain though, not really one right after the other. But remember I went through 5 packs a night over there.
Yeah. Well, you were bored. That was your biggest thing. You were
Yeah, because there
bored.
wasn't nothing to do. Come on, yeah, come on.
Yeah. So of course, when there ain't nothing to do, he would smoke. If
Yeah,
he had a busy night, he hardly smoked anything.
Drink 12-pack of pop. Nope, stay over there now. Here. There you go. There's your pillow. Lay down.
Did he go? Did he? Yeah.
But I'm not the only person out there that can do that either. Have one every now and then and not worry about getting hooked on them. But I've got my mind convinced that that's you got to be careful with that. Well, hello, Lulu.
Peekaboo. Yeah. Roy started rolling his own too, but because he had to roll them, then he quit. He wasn't smoking as much because he didn't want to do all the work of rolling them.
Yeah, that was the philosophy of starting to roll my own too. It wasn't really to save money. It was to take the desire to have one because I had to take the time out to make one.
Yeah. That pretty much cured you of wanting to smoke all the time. But yeah, when he had to roll them himself, he didn't want to mess with it too much.
See, and the reason that you use pipe tobacco, it's cigarette tobacco is what it is. But they put the word pipe tobacco on it to keep the taxes down on it, because if they put them as cigarette tobacco, the taxes would be sky high on it. And a lot of our lawmakers still pipe smokers, the older ones. So, of course, they didn't put the tax on the pipe tobacco. So the tobacco companies caught on to that and started labeling their bags of tobacco pipe tobacco to avoid the taxes. Get up there, Lou. Now turn around. You lay down. Yeah, the only way really you can do it now is buy it by the bag. Hey, Diane Phoenix, howdy, howdy. But no, it's what are a pack of cigarettes?
Okay.
$10. When I started, it was $10 for a carton. Well, 12 for a carton.
Yeah, what is the brand like Marlboro Net? That's almost like, what is it, $8 a pack, if not
10.
more.
10. It's got to be over 10 because the sign at the gas stations, they say $9.96 or 9. Moose, he didn't do nothing to you.
Children are fighting.
So probably with taxes, they got to be around 10 or $11.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I think the last time we picked up a pack for you, it was almost $8.
Oh,
that's been about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
It was close to $8. $7.45, I think, for a pack, and it wasn't even Marlboro. That was an off-brand.
That's just, and the taxes are just the government taking advantage of people's addictives.
Yeah.
That's all that is. It didn't really cut down on the smoking numbers because people couldn't get off of them.
Nope.
It's supposed to cover the health costs. Yeah, we saw how far that went. Are you comfy down there?
Yeah, but I remember when I come out and I handed him a pack of cigarettes, I said, "You better make these things last." And he's like, "Why?" I said, "They should be gold for the price they charged." And he goes, "For an off-brand?" I said, "Yeah," and I showed you the receipt, remember?
See, Diane, I think that's a scam too. Because now, all of a sudden, all these doctors and surgeons do not want to do surgery if you smoke because it won't heal right. Well, in the 2000s, in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 60s, in the 40s, 50s, and 40s, and they did surgery and all them smokers back then, and everybody was fine.
The only thing with you, though, Roy, he told you your cadaver bone would take better if you quit smoking.
But it took.
But it did take.
Yes, that's my point. Like poor Richard. Wasn't going to do surgery on that man until he quit smoking, and the man tried and couldn't do it. And then finally got his surgery. That's wrong. Yeah. That's making people suffer.
They got to realize, like if it had been my dad, he had been smoking since he was 19 or 9 years old. There's no way. I mean, they had to do the bypass for him because his heart was that bad, but he had been smoking cigarettes. I think Dad started around 9.
I tell that doctor, I said, "Look, I'm paying you for my surgery. If you don't want to do this, I will find somebody that will take this money." And
I'm trying to think. They did Mom's surgery without her quitting smoke.
Eventually, they have to. I mean, really, somebody comes in an emergency surgery, we can't do this because you're a smoker. Is that what it's coming to?
Might be.
So, I mean, we're all created equal, but yet we're not treated that way. Well, you're a smoker. Oh. Well, people have been smoking since the beginning of time. Granted, there's a few more additives in it these days, but still.
Yeah. I'm glad he quit smoking. He stunk. Didn't I? I always told you. Okay.
We walk the Smith Farm.
Okay.
Damn, he looked cold.
It is 51 degrees, but looks like a slight breeze out there, ain't there?
It looks out there.
But it's chilly. I mean, I got socks on my feet. What's that tell you?
It is.
Oh, it was earlier. We've hit our high too, 51.
Really?
Yep. Let me make sure. Yep,
Or
51 is
81.
the high. Huh?
81.
Yeah, our high is 51 today. We're as warm as we're going to get. So.
So we have 10 more degrees to go.
We don't. We're done. We are maxed. Said the high today was 51, and that's what we got. 51 degrees. But when Roy quit, it was a lot. The last time was a lot easier on him.
That is a nice house they got, though.
Mm-hmm.
For being where it is.
Thank you. They just installed that this winter, remember? Huh?
It needs to be out in the country.
Yeah. But they just put it in, I think this winter. It had carpeting here in the dining room. They got to do the kitchen yet. But I helped them take up the old linoleum.
I think so too, going green, Mom.
It's stuck in the avocado green linoleum, but the linoleum underneath wasn't bad. It's not in bad shape. It's just gaudy looking.
Charge a Jackery on a solar panel. I got mine plugged in, charging. Darn thing zeroed out on me again. The only thing that was on it this time was the Starlink.
Yeah, but the Starlink's done that before.
Yeah.
But yet you plugged it right back into it, didn't you?
I have to. When I'm running the air conditioner, I have to plug in
I
have to plug the TV and the Starlink into the Jackery, plug the Jackery into the 110 outlet to keep somewhat of a charge in there because it does not keep up. The Jackery will not keep up.
Yeah.
With the TV and the Starlink on. But what happens is if the compressor kicks off on the air conditioner, and then when it kicks back on, it kills the power in here until it shuts off and then comes back on. It used to not do that.
Yeah.
So I keep that plugged in, because that's rather annoying when you're trying to watch a movie and the compressor kicks on and shuts everything off.
Yeah.
Then you got to sit there and wait for the Starlink to hook back up.
And Roy just doesn't have patience for that.
You never pick up where you left off at on the movie.
Yeah.
Timmy Ray the King, howdy, howdy, howdy.
No soft start on the AC.
No, I just let it run. Dare, we don't know. It may have one.
I kind of doubt it for an 82.
That doesn't mean it wasn't installed later. Because sometimes it acts like I think it has one. But the thing with an RV air conditioner, if you're on a generator running it like that, the Predator generators, the not 30 amp, because they're not 30 amp, they're only 25 amp. You've either got to run these things full bore on a thermostat, well, at least this one, because it's a 40-year-old air conditioner. It's still got R12 in it. You run this one full blast. And then when you get cold, or you think you've had enough, you get up and you turn that thermostat all the way down to the bottom. And you basically run this thing manually. You don't let it automatic, because sometimes if that compressor kicks off and maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds later, it'll kick back on because it sensed it got a little warm. It hadn't had enough time to build that capacitor up in there.
And that AC, we discover.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm hot-blooded, and I get cold with the AC, don't I?
The Predator 3500 and
Justin and Christina's RV van life. You're not late, Danny.
I'm on the fence about the new ones. I really am. I'm this generation of Predator 3500s. Now, I think we got a good one back here. But I'm not. It's not as good as our first one.
No, first one was a brute.
It doesn't have. It ain't got the oomph that the first generation had. They put different motors on there. It's harder to change the oil. For me, it's harder to change the oil.
Harder to start too. It's harder to start push button wise.
Yeah, you really got to mash the button on this one. I don't know if
We already played it, Timmy.
I don't know if Tim and Gracie's is that way or not. But this
I
one
don't
you got
know.
to press the button on. But I mean, it's so far so good. But it doesn't have the pump and power. And they, like I said, they put a different motor in them now, and now the oil changes on the back of it instead of the front. And to
So that
change the
means we
oil,
gotta unload it to do an oil change.
I have to take it off the rack every time now to do
Oh,
an oil change.
that's a job by itself.
Yeah. It's your head.
I didn't know that. I don't like that part because that thing.
Hitch up in tow. Howdy, howdy. We don't use AC that much over here. We use windows. Well, when we get up north, that AC won't be back on until we get back down here, probably.
Yep. I think you ran it one time last summer for the dogs. You said it was the humidity when all the monsoon had come
I
in.
think so, maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think it did get one day up there. I ran it for them. But I got a fan in that window, a fan in this window, that fan up there going. Thinking about making a wire for the other fan, but we really don't need them.
Well, the one fan I think is getting ready to die on you. It doesn't have the power behind it like it used to.
Yeah.
I noticed that the last time we had it plugged in. It's okay to draw air out, but it's not bringing the air in like it should. Oops. Hit a button again.
Jasper, lay down. He's been restless his whole life. He just wants to go out there and lay on that mat.
He likes to lay out. It's nice out and he likes it.
Too many scorpions out there right now.
Yeah, I know. He don't understand that.
I mean, you can't see these things, and they're this big to this
They're
big to this big.
Never seen scorpions until this year, and they're like out.
Oh,
But have you heard any coyotes at all?
None.
No coyotes to speak of.
No snakes either.
No quails. We haven't seen the big family of quails like we used to.
The snake. I mean, because coyotes eat rattlesnakes, rabbits, small game. None of that's around here, so the coyotes aren't here.
But I mean, usually we could hear the coyotes way off in the distance, and I think we've only heard them a couple of times this whole year.
Going to tear that up. Good boy.
What's he trying to do?
Dig on the couch.
Moose?
Yeah, he's not liking this wind.
I wonder why he's so nervous.
I don't know.
He doesn't bother him any other time.
What? You got to go again? Is that what it is?
Oh, it is time.
Here, you finish this out. I'm going to take him out. Everybody have a good day.
Yep, it's time anyways.
Yeah, he's apparently he's got to go. That's what it is.
Yeah, but our first year in
There ain't no
the
possums out here,
South,
Timmy.
yeah, but our first year in the cul-de-sac, we had that family that kept going back and forth like almost every other day.
Yeah.
And we're talking to mom, to dad, and like 10 babies, remember?
Are there possums out here in Arizona?
Not possums, quail.
No, I'm talking to Timmy. Quit, dog.
All right, everybody. Let me get to
Are there
the
possums
thing.
in Arizona?
I don't think so.
Did you know that Arizona has possums?
Cool.
Meet Fender, a Virginia possum news released animal ambassador. Well, Virginia possums aren't native. We do have native subspecies. A Mexican possum. We have possums. All right, I'm going to get him out. Everybody have a great day.
What?
Everybody have a great day.
Yep. I'm going to sign us out.
All right. He's getting impatient. I got to go.
All right, get him out. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We've been on just a little over an hour. Same time tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow. I got to find the thing. There it is.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night. Starting to